my name is Ben Brearley. I'm the founder of Thoughtful Leader, and I'm here to bring you some snippets of leadership advice. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 questions to ask an unmotivated team member. Now, I'm always of the opinion that team members are not necessarily undermotivated or unmotivated because they're bad people or they want to make your life as a leader difficult. It's usually, in my experience, the environment that they are in, or it could be something about the role that they're in or the way they work with their colleagues, whatever it might be. I don't believe that anyone really comes to work looking to do a bad job. And so when I see signs of someone being unmotivated, I start to think, okay, what could we put in place to actually improve this situation? So here are 5 simple questions to ask your unmotivated team members to see if you can fix that environment. The first one is, how do you feel about the work you're doing and your team environment? Now, this is quite an open-ended question, but it's something that many people don't really ask team members because they don't really want to know the answer. So they want to hear, yeah, I love my team, everything's awesome. But if someone's unmotivated, I doubt that's really the case. So this is a question to get people to start talking and opening up about the current situation that they're in. Second question is, what parts of your job do you like the most? Now, this is a good one because it helps you to understand why this person gets up every morning and comes to work. You know, not everyone loves their job, and in some jobs it's really hard to love what you do, but there's just about always, in every single job, some part of the job that keeps you interested. So you want to find out what those parts are so you can help your employee do more of them. So that's a good question to ask to see if you can find out, okay, what parts do they like? Are they really strong in that area? Can we get them to do more of that stuff so they'll be more motivated and they'll actually perform better and help the team even better? The third question is, what do you want to do in the future? Now, this is a fantastic question and one that's not often asked. A lot of leaders don't seem to engage in that discussion about, what do my team members want to do when they grow up, let's say. In the future, the 5, 10 years, 20 years, what do you want to be at the end of your career? Like, what are you trying to achieve? And it might be that the person in your team doesn't really want to be in that role that they're in now. They actually want to be a professional sports player or whatever it might be, right? It doesn't really matter. If you find out what they want to do in the future and where they want their career to go, then you can adjust the work environment so that they can get towards that direction. Let's say an example is someone wants to be a graphic designer, and at the moment they're not doing that role in your team, but you think, okay, if they want to be a graphic designer in the future, maybe I can give them some work like creating a newsletter or updating our website pages or something like that, that gives them a bit of experience in that direction so that they feel a bit more motivated with those particular tasks and they can see that the work they're doing is getting them into that direction that they want to head in. So it's a really good question to consider and to ask your team members. The fourth question I would ask is, what frustrates you most about your work? Now, this is a good one because it just simply allows you, if you can create an open environment with that team member, they can say, well, I really hate this is really slow, I hate it when this happens. Just be careful, they might criticize your leadership in some way, which is fine because you need to adapt and adjust and improve. So this is a good question because it means they're telling you the roadblocks. They will tell you, I hate this is too slow, this system is rubbish, I can't do this work. And this will help you remove those roadblocks by putting things in place to help them improve their skills, or simply changing the environment or improving systems, whatever it might be, to get them working more effectively and reduce that frustration. And the last question I'll get you to ask is, what stresses you out most about your current role? What stresses you out at work the most? And this one is a good one because it helps you once again identify these areas where the person may be overwhelmed, under-resourced, may not have the skills to do the work, and it causes stress, which reduces motivation and really can have their performance going through the floor. So those are those 5 questions. 5 questions, recapping them again. I am reading them off my screen, as you might notice, because I can't memorize them. How do you feel about your work and your team environment? What parts of your job do you like the most? What do you want to do in the future? What frustrates you the most about your work? And what do you worry or stress about the most at work? Ask those 5 questions. Get into a nice open discussion with your team member. You might be able to tease out some things that you can use to your advantage to help you motivate them a little bit better. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos on short, sharp leadership tips and advice from Thoughtful Leader. See you in the next one.